Picture yourself in ancient Rome, a civilization renowned for its grandeur, innovation, and engineering marvels. But there's more to this ancient empire than the Colosseum and the aqueducts. Deep within the bustling streets of Rome and the buried city of Pompeii lies a hidden secret: their astonishing recycling practices. In this exploration of Roman recycling, we'll embark on a journey through time, peeling back the layers of history to reveal a world where resource efficiency, sustainability, and environmental consciousness were more than buzzwords. They were a way of life. You'll discover how the Romans turned broken pottery into strong concrete, repurposed metal objects, and even recycled glass and textiles in a society where waste was minimized and everything had a second chance. Howdy, I'm just some random nude dude sitting in my closet talking to myself. It's also where I celebrate the power of free thinking and encourage bold ideas. As a society, we're often afraid to challenge the norms and think outside the box. But here, I embrace the unconventional. So sit back, relax, and join me on this journey of exploration where we embrace our inner nude dude and push boundaries to discover new perspectives. Imagine being transported back in time to the heart of the Roman Empire, a world filled with grandeur, innovation, and architectural marvels that have left an indelible mark on human history. When we think of ancient Rome, our minds often gravitate towards the Colosseum's grandeur, the breathtaking aqueducts, and the beautiful mosaics. But beneath the opulence and architectural wonders, there exists a hidden gem that often goes overlooked: the astonishing recycling practices of the ancient Romans. In this journey through time, we're not merely unraveling the secrets of an era long past. We're peeling back the layers of history to uncover a society where concepts like resource efficiency, sustainability, and environmental consciousness weren't just buzzwords. They were woven into the very fabric of daily lives. The Romans were more than master builders. They were resourceful environmentalists, weaving a tapestry of recycling practices that continues to captivate and inspire us today. Our exploration will take us into the streets of ancient Rome, where broken pottery wasn't discarded but repurposed into robust concrete, where metal objects found new life, and where glass and textiles were given a second chance to shine. It was a society where waste was not an option, and every material had a value that transcended its original purpose. As we embark on this journey, we'll unveil the techniques they employed, the materials they repurposed, and the remarkable craftsmanship that fueled their recycling practices. We'll witness the recycling workshops where skilled artisans breathed new life into old materials, and unravel the art of mosaic making, where recycled pieces composed stunning works of art. But the legacy of Roman recycling doesn't stay confined to the annals of history. The ingenuity and sustainability of these practices resonate with our modern world, where resource efficiency is more critical than ever. The Romans may have lived over 2,000 years ago, but their recycling methods continue to inspire us. Their lessons are timeless, offering a roadmap for a sustainable and resource-efficient future. So let's take a step back in time and immerse ourselves in the world of Roman recycling. It's not just a history lesson. It's a journey through time to a place where the past meets the present and where the quest for a sustainable and resource-efficient future begins. To truly appreciate the significance of Roman recycling, it's essential to immerse ourselves in the rich historical tapestry of the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire, which thrived from 27 BCE to 476 CE, was a sprawling, influential society that encompassed vast territories across Europe, Africa, and Asia. It was characterized by remarkable achievements in governance, engineering, and culture. At the heart of this empire lay the city of Rome, a bustling metropolis that served as the epicenter of political, social, and economic life. The Romans were known for their innovative engineering feats, such as the construction of the Colosseum, aqueducts, and the famous Roman road network. This society was also steeped in a complex system of governance and law, which laid the foundation for many modern legal principles. Pompeii, a smaller but still remarkable city, offers a unique glimpse into Roman life. In 79 CE, it was tragically buried under a thick layer of volcanic ash from the eruption of Mount Vesuvius. However, this catastrophe had an unintended benefit. It preserved much of the city as if frozen in time. The archaeological excavations at Pompeii have yielded a treasure trove of insights into everyday Roman life, including their recycling practices. Understanding this historical backdrop is crucial to grasp the necessity and ingenuity of recycling in Roman society. It was a civilization marked by grandeur and innovation, yet one where resource efficiency and sustainability were paramount, even by today's standards. By exploring Roman recycling, we not only learn about the intriguing historical practice, but also gain a deeper understanding of the remarkable civilization that was ancient Rome. Recycling in ancient Rome held a unique and vital role in their society, rooted in principles that resonate even in our modern age. At the heart of this importance was a profound understanding of resource efficiency, sustainability, and environmental consciousness. First and foremost, the Romans recognized the scarcity of certain resources. Materials like metal, clay, and glass were not as readily available as they are today. As a result, they had a keen awareness of the value of these materials and the need to make the most out of them. Recycling allowed them to maximize the utility of these limited resources, ensuring that nothing went to waste. Additionally, the economic aspect of recycling was significant. The Romans understood that reusing materials saved them money. Whether it was melting down old bronze statues to create new ones or repurposing broken pottery, recycling was a cost-effective way to meet their needs. This thrifty approach helped support a thriving economy. Furthermore, Roman recycling was driven by an early form of environmental consciousness. While the modern environmental movement is a relatively recent phenomenon, the Romans were pioneers in recognizing the importance of minimizing waste and reducing their impact on the environment. By reusing and repurposing materials, they inadvertently reduced their carbon footprint, making their cities more sustainable and resilient. This practice also had a cultural and social dimension. It showcased a society that valued craftsmanship and ingenuity. Recycling was not seen as a sign of poverty or a lack of resources, but rather as a demonstration of resourcefulness and innovation. In fact, it was the ingenuity of recycling that allowed the Romans to create enduring and iconic structures like the Pantheon, which utilized recycled materials. The importance of recycling in ancient Rome was multifaceted. It was driven by resource scarcity, economic sensibility, environmental awareness, and cultural values. Recognizing these elements not only sheds light on the recycling practices, but also offers valuable lessons for our own modern society, emphasizing the enduring significance of sustainable resource management and the reduction of waste. In ancient Rome, recycling was not limited to paper or plastic as we think of it today. It was a multifaceted practice that encompassed a wide range of materials, each contributing to the sustainability and resource efficiency of their society. Broken pottery, or sherds, was one of the most commonly recycled materials in ancient Rome. Pottery was an essential part of daily life, used for storing food, water, and various goods. When these vessels inevitably broke, they didn't end up as discarded waste. Instead, skilled craftsmen repurposed pottery fragments for multiple purposes. They used them as filler in concrete, as we see in the Pantheon's construction, and even transformed them into mosaic pieces, creating stunning, eco-friendly art. Recycling glass in Roman times was a testament to their resourcefulness. Glassware was a luxury, but broken glass items were not discarded. They were melted down and recast into new glass products. This practice was both economically sound and eco-friendly, extending the life of this precious material. In a society that valued metal objects for their durability, recycling played a vital role. The Romans knew the worth of metals, so when items like bronze statues or tools reached the end of their useful life, they were often melted down and reforged into new creations. This practice was not only cost-effective, but also a sustainable way to manage valuable resources. The Romans didn't shy away from reusing stone and marble, some of the most enduring materials in construction. Architectural recycling is an integral part of their sustainability efforts. They scavenge stone and marble from older structures and monuments to create new buildings, reducing the need for extensive quarrying and mining. While not as commonly recycled as other materials, wood was still reused when available. The Romans repurposed timber from older structures and even shipwrecks, recognizing that it was a valuable and versatile resource. Textile recycling was another aspect of Roman life. Clothes that were no longer wearable were unraveled and rewoven into new garments, reducing the demand for new textiles. Exploring these recycled materials in Roman society reveals not only their practical approach to resource efficiency, but also their commitment to sustainability. The use of recycled materials in construction, art, and everyday objects showcases a society that understood the value of conservation and minimized waste. The lessons of their diverse recycling practices continue to inspire us today as we seek sustainable solutions to our own resource challenges. Understanding the recycling process in ancient Rome offers insights into the resourcefulness and ingenuity of this ancient civilization. While they lacked modern machinery and technology, the Romans had sophisticated techniques for recycling materials that were not only efficient but also environmentally conscious. The first step in the recycling process was the collection of materials. This was often a decentralized process, with individuals and households contributing to the recycling efforts. Items like broken pottery, glass shards, and metal objects were collected and set aside for repurposing. Once collected, these materials needed to be sorted and prepared for recycling. Pottery shards, for example, were sorted based on size and quality. Glass pieces were cleaned and separated by color. Metal items were melted down to create molds for new products. Metal recycling was a particularly impressive aspect of Roman recycling. Skilled metal workers, known as fabbri, were responsible for melting down old metal objects. This required extremely high temperatures, often achieved using wood-fired furnaces. The molten metal could then be poured in the molds to create new items. The Romans excelled in casting techniques, producing various metal goods from old materials. In the case of materials like pottery, they were crushed into small pieces. Pottery fragments, known as tesserae, were then used in the construction of floors, walls, and mosaics. The grinding and crushing process was essential to ensure that these materials could be effectively repurposed. The final step was repurposing these recycled materials. Crushed pottery, for instance, was mixed with lime and other materials to create concrete. This material, known as opus signinum, was versatile and employed in various construction projects. Recycled metal was used to create new tools, utensils, and even artwork. The recycling process in ancient Rome was labor-intensive and required a high level of craftsmanship. Skilled workers and artisans played a vital role in transforming discarded materials into valuable resources. This process was not only practical, but also reflected the Romans' commitment to resource efficiency and sustainability. By understanding the intricacies of their recycling techniques, we gain an appreciation for the ingenuity of this ancient civilization and recognize the lasting impact of their recycling practices on our modern approach to conservation and sustainability. Roman recycling had a profound and lasting impact on the architectural marvels of the ancient world. The Romans were not only master builders, but also resourceful environmentalists, using recycled materials in innovative ways to create structures that continue to awe and inspire us today. One of the key elements in this architectural impact was the use of recycled materials in construction. The Romans were pioneers in using materials efficiently. They repurposed broken pottery, known as sherds, to create a concrete mixture known as opus signinum. This material, reinforced with brick or stone fragments, provided both structural strength and aesthetic appeal. The Pantheon, one of Rome's most iconic structures, stands as a testament to the effectiveness of this technique. Its dome, made of concrete mixed with recycled materials, has defied the centuries and remains the world's largest unreinforced concrete dome. In addition to concrete, the Romans utilized recycled marble and stone in their architectural projects. Ancient structures like the Colosseum, the Roman Forum, and the aqueducts were all constructed with materials sourced from earlier buildings and monuments. The Colosseum, for example, is a colossal amphitheater used building stones scavenged from other structures. This not only reduced the demand for new materials, but also added a layer of history to these remarkable edifices. The architectural impact of Roman recycling extended beyond the practical advantages of resource conservation. It also contributed to the aesthetic beauty of their structures. The use of recycled materials often resulted in colorful mosaics, where different types of marbles and stones were creatively combined, adding to the visual richness of their architecture. Furthermore, recycling played a pivotal role in making Roman structures more earthquake-resistant. The use of crushed ceramics and other recycled materials enhanced the flexibility of their concrete, allowing buildings to withstand seismic shocks. This is a testament to the Romans' engineering prowess, which still holds relevance in modern construction practices. The architectural impact of Roman recycling was twofold. It contributed to the structural integrity and aesthetic appeal of their buildings, while also making them more sustainable and environmentally friendly. Their resource-efficient practices have left an enduring legacy in the world of architecture and offer valuable lessons for our own sustainable building practices today. Roman recycling wasn't just a matter of resource efficiency. It had a profound environmental impact that resonates with today's sustainability efforts. The ancient Romans, although not driven by modern ecological concerns, unwittingly set an early example of responsible resource management and environmental awareness. One of the most significant environmental impacts of Roman recycling was the reduction of waste. In a society where resources were not as abundant as today, every usable material was considered valuable. Broken pottery, for instance, was transformed into a useful building material, reducing the volume of discarded waste. This practice was a precursor to our modern approach of reducing landfill waste and conserving resources. Another vital environmental aspect was the reduction of mining and quarrying. The Romans recognized that extracting new resources from the earth was not only labor-intensive, but also detrimental to the environment. By reusing materials, they reduced the need for extensive mining and quarrying operations, which had the side effect of preserving natural landscapes and ecosystems. The practice of recycling in Roman construction also had the unintended effect of lowering carbon emissions. Concrete made from recycled materials, such as pottery shards, required less energy to produce than traditional forms of concrete. This lower energy consumption resulted in reduced carbon emissions, even though the Romans had no knowledge of the greenhouse effect or the impacts of carbon emissions as we do today. Furthermore, the reused materials contributed to more sustainable and resilient cities. The Roman cities, built with an eye towards recycling, were better equipped to withstand environmental challenges, such as earthquakes. Structures made from recycled concrete had greater flexibility and durability, making them more resilient to natural disasters. This notion of architectural recycling aligns with modern discussions on sustainable, disaster-resistant construction techniques. The environmental impact of Roman recycling was both practical and visionary. Although the Romans didn't possess modern environmental awareness, their recycling practices inadvertently contributed to waste reduction, resource conservation, reduced carbon emissions, and the creation of a more sustainable and resilient city. Understanding these architectural practices can offer us valuable insights into the timeless importance of responsible resource management and its environmental consequences. Pompeii, the ancient city that lay in the shadow of Mount Vesuvius, has provided us with a remarkable case study of Roman recycling practices. The eruption of Vesuvius in 79 CE, which buried the city in volcanic ash, preserved not only the physical structures, but also the invaluable insights into the daily lives of its inhabitants, including their recycling habits. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Pompeii case study is the physical evidence of recycling within the city. Archaeologists have unearthed numerous artifacts and structures that vividly illustrate the recycling practices of the time. This includes the remains of kilns used to melt down metal objects for reuse and pottery fragments repurposed for construction. These findings provide tangible proof of the Romans' resourceful approach to recycling. Among the most fascinating discoveries are the recycling workshops. These were dedicated spaces where skilled craftsmen repaired, reworked, and transformed materials. In these workshops, various objects and materials were given new life. Metal items were melted down and recast, and pottery shards were transformed into construction materials. This hands-on aspect of recycling showcases the craftsmanship and ingenuity of the Romans. The art of mosaic making in Pompeii also exemplifies recycling in an artistic form. Mosaics, composed of carefully arranged small pieces of colorful stone or glass, often incorporate recycled materials. Old pottery fragments and glass shards, once discarded, found new life as part of intricate and beautiful mosaic designs. This practice not only reduced waste, but also demonstrated the Romans' appreciation for aesthetic recycling. The Pompeii case study provides a unique glimpse into the daily life of Roman citizens and their practical and artistic approach to recycling. It's a vivid snapshot of a society where every fragment of material had value and purpose, and nothing was thrown away carelessly. By exploring the remains of the city frozen in time, we gain a deep appreciation for the resourcefulness and sustainability of Roman recycling practices, reminding us that even in antiquity, the quest for resource efficiency was a driving force in daily life. The legacy of Roman recycling reaches far beyond the borders of the ancient world. While they had no inkling of how their resourceful practices would impact future generations, the lessons of Roman recycling continue to influence modern society in profound ways. One of the most enduring legacies of Roman recycling is the principle of resource efficiency. The Romans recognized the intrinsic value of materials and the importance of making the most of them. This timeless principle is found home in modern environmental movements and sustainable practices. Today, concepts like reduce, reuse, recycle echo the Roman approach, emphasizing the importance of minimizing waste and conserving resources. In the realm of architecture and construction, the Romans' use of recycled materials has left a lasting mark. Their innovations in concrete and the incorporation of recycled materials in buildings like the Pantheon continue to inform sustained construction practices. Architects and engineers today look to Roman techniques, not only for their environmental benefits, but also for their durability and earthquake resistance. Moreover, the Roman recycling legacy serves as a testament to the ingenuity of past civilizations. It highlights the idea that resourcefulness and creative problem-solving are not limited by time or technology. This principle incorporates contemporary society to seek innovative solutions to resource scarcity and environmental challenges, recognizing that history can provide inspiration. In a world grappling with issues of waste management, resource depletion, and climate change, the lessons of Roman recycling offer an historical roadmap. They remind us that sustainable practices are not a recent trend, but a fundamental aspect of human civilization, rediscovered and refined over time. The legacy of Roman recycling transcends history. It serves as a timeless reminder that resource efficiency, sustainability, and innovative problem solving are values that persist across generations. By understanding and appreciating the recycling practices of ancient Rome, we gain insights into the enduring relevance of these principles, inspiring us to create a more sustainable and environmentally conscious world for future generations. As we draw the curtain on our journey through the remarkable world of Roman recycling, it's impossible not to be captivated by the timeless lessons we've uncovered. This exploration was not merely a voyage into the past. It was a bridge connecting ancient wisdom with our modern challenges, reminding us that history is not a stagnant pool, but a wellspring of inspiration. The legacy of Roman recycling reaches beyond the confines of the past, extending its influence into our world today. The resourcefulness and ingenuity of the Romans, who understood the value of every fragment, resonate with our quest for resource efficiency. They weren't driven by the environmental movements of our time, but their practices echo with the very essence of modern sustainability. From repurposing broken pottery as a crucial ingredient in the construction of architectural marvels, to recycling metal and glass with precision and purpose, the Romans exemplified the unwavering commitment to minimizing waste and maximizing value. It's a lesson that stands the test of time. Their architectural innovations, such as the use of recycled materials in the Pantheon's concrete or the resurrection of old stone and marble in the Colosseum, continue to inform sustainable construction practices in our modern world. The Romans were resourceful engineers, driven by a determination to create enduring structures that would stand as testaments to their values for centuries to come. But Roman recycling isn't just about practical resource management. It's a testament to the boundless human capacity for creative problem solving. It's a reminder that innovation, resourcefulness, and sustainability are values that transcend time and technology. The Romans were pioneers in this regard, laying the foundation for the environmental awareness and conservation efforts of our era. In a world grappling with issues of waste management, resource depletion, and climate change, the lessons of Roman recycling offer an historical roadmap. They remind us that sustainable practices are not a recent trend, but a fundamental aspect of human civilization, rediscovered and refined over time. So, as we bid farewell to this journey through the sands of time, we're not merely closing a chapter of history, we're writing a new one. We're taking with us the enduring wisdom of the Romans, who, 2,000 years ago, showed us a path to a sustainable and resource-efficient future. Their legacy lives on, and it's a legacy that calls to us, urging us to carry the torch of resource efficiency and environmental consciousness into the unknown landscapes of our future. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you found this video informative and thought-provoking. This is the point at which others tell you, if you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content just like this. But we know that that kind of thing is for losers. Don't be a loser. And as always, I welcome your feedback and ideas for future videos in the comments section below. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep embracing your inner nude, dude.